Good morning, students. Students, in the last class, we have discussed the properties of a square numbers. In this class, we will be studying how you can find out a number to be a square number by using a prime factorization method. That is how you can find out a number if a number is a perfect square or not, and how you can find out the square root of a given number. But before beginning with a new topic for today, let us just quickly recall what we have done in our last class. So by now, we know how to find out the square of a given number. Like what is a perfect square of a given number? To find out a perfect square of a given number, we multiply it by itself. For example, if I have to find out the perfect square of 4, if I have to find out, if I have to do a square of this number, then I have to multiply it by itself. Then 4 into 4 will be equal to 16. So how do I read this? This is read out as 4 squared. 4 squared is equal to 16. The little 2 says the number appear twice in multiplying. That means this 2 indicate that this number will be multiplied 2 times. Okay. Squared is often written as a little 2 like this as shown here. Here I have shown the square of some numbers from 0 to 6. So if I have to do a 0 square, then I will going to multiply it with itself. 0 into 0, 0. And let us say 3 square, then it will be 3 into 3. That is equal to 9. I hope that you all have remembered or you have learned the square of a number up to 20. So 6 into 6 will be 36. If you have not learned, then please quickly revise that chart that I have already shared with you. Okay. So I hope you all know what are the negative numbers. Negative numbers, you have already studied about the negative numbers while you were studying about in integers. The negative numbers are the numbers with a negative sign. So when you do a square of a negative number, what do you get? Can you find out the square of a negative number? So yes, beta, you can find out the square of a negative number also. And the square of a negative number is always a positive result. For example, if I have to find out the square of this minus 5. So how I will going to write out minus 5 square, and it will be equal to minus 5 into minus 5. Minus into minus is equal to plus. So the result will be 25. So I can say for a positive number and the negative number of a given number, the positive and the negative, the square will always be same. For example, if I have to find out the square of 3 and minus 3, the square of both the numbers will be 9. If I have to find out the square of minus 7 and 7, then the square will be 49 only. Okay, for the negative numbers also, the square is always positive. Remember this, okay? So by now, you know what are the square numbers. So now we're going to study about the square roots. Square roots is totally an opposite of a square number, or I can say the root by which that perfect square has been made. For example, by looking at this chart only you will be able to understand. Look at this chart carefully. Here it is showing the square numbers, here it is showing the square numbers, and at this side it is showing the square roots. So what is the square of 4? 16. And if I ask you in a different way, what is the square root of 16? It is 4. What is the square of 5? It is 25. What is the square root of 25? It is 5. What is the square of 6? It is 36. And if I have to ask, then I will ask like this. What is the square root of 36? It is 6. So a square root is a root by which that perfect square has been made. Okay, or that number has been obtained by multiplying the given number. That given number will be a square root. A square root, let us just read out the definition. A square root of a number is a value that can be multiplied by itself to give the original number. For example, if I have to find out the square root of these given numbers, then I have to think of a number which will multiply by itself and the result will come out to be equal to the given number. So there is only one number which when multiplied by itself, the result come out to be equal to 16. So what is the root of this number? By which two numbers this number is made out? 4. So the 4 will be the square root of the given number. For example, if I have to find out the square of 81, then I will think of a number which when multiplied by itself result out equal to 81. Okay, so there is only one number, or I can say two numbers, 9 and -9. Okay, so whenever you have to find out the square root, you always obtain two values. One is a positive and one is a negative, plus -9. So what is the square root of 81? It is plus minus 9 both. But in this chapter, students, we will be dealing with only positive values. Okay. So here the same question has been asked. What is the square root of 9? What is the square root of 9? Just a minute. What is the square root of 9? So think of a number. 9 is made out of, like, what can be the numbers if you multiply those that number twice, you will get the result equal to 9. So there is only two possible cases, that is -3 into -3 or 3 into 3. So -3 and +3 both will be the square root of this 9. The term itself says root. So you have to find out the basic number by which that perfect square has been made out. And you know the perfect square is always made when the number is multiplied by itself. Okay. So how do we read this number? 3 squared 9. If I have to read out as square, 3 squared 9 and 9 square root. A square root of 9 is equal to 3. Okay. So students, what is the symbol for the square root? You already learned the symbol for the square numbers. Like if we have to find out the square of a given number, then you have to put this little 2 over that number. This means you are finding out the square. That means you are multiplying the given number twice by itself. Similarly, the symbol for the square root is this stick, the symbol like this. Okay, so whenever it is asked in your question to find out the square root, first you have to put this symbol and then you have to put the given number under it. Okay, like this. Like for example, if I have to find out the square root of 9, it come out to be equal to 3. Similarly, what is under root 25? Let us just quickly read this definition. This is the special symbol that means a square root and it is sort of like a tick. So never put this sign like this. Okay, always use it like this. So what is the under root 25? Under root 25 is equal to 5. Or I can say -5 also, but in this chapter we will be dealing with only positive values. Okay, can't the square root also be -5 for under root 25? So the answer will be yes, it can be, because the square root of 25 is could be -5 or +5, because -5 into -5 is equal to 25. Students, now we will going to learn how to find out the square root of a given number by prime factorization method. In this chapter, you will be studying two methods to find out the square root of any given number. The first method is a prime factorization method, and I hope that all of you know what is a prime factorization method, in which a composite number is break down into its prime factors. Okay, like for example, if I have to break down 8, then how I will going to break it down? 8 is equal 8. I will going to make a table like this. then this is like 2 into 4, 2, 2, 2, 2 to the 4, and then this. So easily this 8 being a composite number, I can break down into its prime factors. Okay, always remember that you can break down a composite number easily into its prime factors. No need to break down a prime number because it has only two factors. So if you are thinking of breaking down 3, it is only 1 into 3. Okay, 7, it is only 1 into 7. So we don't break the prime numbers, we always break the composite number. We always break the composite numbers. So I am reading out the steps here, and then we will going to understand the steps by looking at the example. So what does the step number 1 says here? It says that resolve the given number into its prime factor. Whatever number has been given to you, you have to first make a table, break down that number into its prime factor. That means at this left side, all the prime numbers will come. Okay, by which that number can easily divide it by. Then you have to make a pair of a similar factors. For example, here I can make a pair means you have to group two numbers. Pair is always of two numbers. Then you have to make a pair of similar factors. So 2 can be taken as a one group and this 2 remained left out. Then like this you have to make a pair. Whichever the factors are same, you have to make a pair. Then it says take the product of a prime factors choosing one factor out of every pair. Take the product of a prime factors. Okay, whatever the pair will be, you have to choose one number out of it, or you can say that you have to take only one number out of that pair, and then after writing down that one number below that step, then you have to multiply those prime factor which have been taken out. Okay, so let us just understand these steps in a more elaborative way here. So here I have to find out the square root of 484. So the first step, I am referring the steps also, you just keep on referring. It says that resolve the given number into its prime factor. So what I have done here, I have break down into its prime factors. So it get cancelled out with a table of 2. It get cancelled out with a table of 2. So 2 into 242 is 484. Then again 2 into 121 is 242. Then 11 into 11 is equal to 121. 11 into 1 will be 11. So I have break down this number into its prime factors, or I can say whatever the LCM way you used to do, that is what has been done here. Then I have written down, and always remember it has not been written here, but you have to put a sign like this. Okay, so you will be putting this sign also. 484 has been broken down. Then you have to make a pair. You have to make a pair of the similar factors. So 2, 2 are same here and 11, 11 are same here. 2, 2 and 11, 11 are same here. You can skip this method. This is both same. 2 and 11. You make two pairs of same numbers, and then you will be taking only one number out of this pair. So out of these two, only 1 2 will be taken out, and out of these two 11, only 1 11 will be taken out. Okay. So then after taking out one number out of the given group, you will going to multiply it. So whatever will be the product, that will be equal to the square root of the given number. So what is the square root of the given number here? The square root of this given number is equal to 22. 2 into 11 is 22. So 484 का square root क्या हो जाएगा बेटा यहाँ पे 22. You can check it also. If you multiply 22 into 22, it come out equal to 484. Okay, it come out to be equal to 484. And one more thing I want to tell you here, that if there is any number left out while doing the pairing, that means that number is not a perfect square. Okay, this is how we used to check whether the number is a perfect square or not by using the prime factorization method. if all the prime factors of that number are making a group. Group matlab they can be a group as a pair. Okay? Then that number will be a perfect square. Like for example, I can show you here only. When I was trying to pair the prime factors of this 8, only I can pair two numbers, but I cannot pair out this two number remained. This 2 is remained out left. I cannot pair out with this number with any given number. So this number will not be a perfect square. And you know it that 8 is not a perfect square. Remember, 8 is not a perfect square of any given number. It is only a cube. Okay, that is the next chapter that we're going to study. It is a cube of 2, but it is not the square of 2. Okay. This is how you will going to check it whether the number is a perfect square or not. Now moving on to the next example. So students, this is the next example. This is the next example. It says that you have to find out the square root of 1764. So the first step says that you have to break down the number into its prime factor. This is how you will going to break down the number into its prime factor. This is your first step. Then secondly, you have to make this symbol and put all the prime number under this symbol. Then you will be pairing these prime numbers. Like I can pair this 2, this 3 and this 7 also. These are forming the group. Then I will be taking out one number out of these pairs, taking out 2 only, then 3 and then 7, then multiplying these three numbers. That is 2 into 3 6, 6 into 7 is 42. So what will be the square root? Square root will be 42 of 1764. Okay, while making the symbol like this square root, it means you have to make a pair of two numbers by which that number is made out. Like for example, when I have to find out the square root of 4, I write down 2 into 2. But what is the real square root of 4? It is only 2. That means I am taking only one number out of those two numbers. Out of those 2 and 2, I am taking only one number out of it. That is why by finding out the square root of any given number, when it has been broken down into its prime factor, you have to take only one number out of that pair and then multiply it with the given other prime numbers. Okay, I hope this is that you have got my point. And now let us do some exercise questions. Okay students, here what does the question number 4 says? This is what we have done. Find the square roots of the following number by the prime factorization method. You have to find out the square roots of these numbers by using the prime factorization method. Okay, so I hope you can do it. Let me just do one question from here. Let me take 729. Okay, so 729, just a second. How I will going to break down 729? 729, I know that it get multiplied with the table of 3. So 3, let me draw a line here. 3 2 is 6, then 3 4 is 12, 3 3 is 9. 3 8 1 3 2 is 6 7 3 9 3 3 and then again one more 3 and then 1. So how many pairs I can make? 1 out of these 2 3, second pair, and this will be my third pair. And from the given pair I have to take only one number out. So you can simply write down like this. By making out the pair here only, I can tell the square root of this given number. The square root will be 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. So the square root of 729 is 27. But this is how you have to do it. You have to write down all the prime numbers under this symbol. Show how you are making the pairs by grouping them, by putting the sign over this like this. Okay, like 3 into 3, this is my first pair. Then 3 into 3, this is my second pair. Okay, like this you have to show, and then you have to take out one number out of that pair and then multiply the result. Okay, then multiply and find out the product. That will be your square root. I hope you will be able to do all these questions, and once you are done, then revert back to me with your solutions. Okay. Okay, bye.